Hello. How you doing? It's episode 44 of the Bell the Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange. If you noticed that was a new intro, you might ask, well, why are you doing a new intro? What's the point? There is no point. In fact, that wasn't even supposed to be a new intro. I just forgot it. I forgot the old one that I always do. What do? I go, hey, it's Albert. I actually don't remember how to do it. I think it went, hey, it's Albert Orange. Yeah, hey, it's Albert Orange. And welcome to the Bell the Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange. That's what I said, always. And I forgot it because I am not prepared. I don't ever prepare. In the garage with me, I have a very special guest in the form of a canine who has not made an appearance in a very long time. Please say hello to my really dumb dog, Rio. How you doing, Rio? Want to say something? Just say it in the mic. Say it in the mic. If you have anything to say, just say it in the mic. Just say it in the mic. You're just laying down, man. Just say, okay, you're not gonna play along. That's fine. My dog doesn't currently want to be here right now. He wants to be outside where it's cold, where there's snow. He doesn't want to be inside the garage where it's still cold, but not as cold. Okay. At least there's some warmth in here left over from the heater that I had on for about half an hour before I came in here to podcast. Okay. What was I doing in that half hour between turning the heater on in the garage and finally recording on my computer? What was I doing? Well, I was brushing my teeth. Actually, I didn't brush my teeth. I just flossed and I applied mouthwash to my mouth in order to make my breath not stink. But guess the irony here. I still taste a little bit of stank in my breath. Now, if this was any other regular moment, I would pop in a Trident gum piece into my mouth, okay? Because Trident is, I believe it's the most superior gum, actually. And I would just go about my day with a piece of gum in my mouth. But I can't do that here. Okay, why can't I do that here? Because it's uncomfortable to have to talk with a piece of gum in your mouth, and also because then that shows up in the audio, and you'd have to listen to me with chewing a piece of gum in my mouth. And you'll have to hear all the. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Am I right, Rio? You're looking at me like you agree with me, but you also don't. You want to say something? Okay, you just almost licked the microphone. So yeah, I just flossed and I applied mouthwash. Still some stank in my mouth, but that's all right. We keep moving forward. We've only got an hour left to fill. I might just make this one episode an hour. Because there is a bit of a time restraint concerning other members of the family with using the garage. My mom wants to clean the garage. That's what I'm saying. All right. Why? Well, my garage is currently a mess right now. We've taken in quite a lot of stuff from a friend of the family, giving it all away. Just a lot of stuff that they don't need from their house, from their, and so they've let my dad, just take anything he wants. Take the TV, take a bunch of tissue boxes, apparently, take a bunch of pencils. They've given us a box of what is it, Rio? What? Why are you weird? They've given us a really cool box of a bunch of stuff to remember Mount St. Helens, the explosion of, not explosion, but eruption of Mount St. Helens. There was a little jar of ash. There was some trees that were covered in ash. Not trees, but little pieces of bark and like a little log, just with ash on it. It was really cool. There was like a little book there with a bunch of photos. It was cool. They were just giving it away. I assume because they're selling their house. So we're very thankful for that. It's a piece of history, as my dad said, and we must preserve it. But yeah, that's just, we actually don't have that in the garage. It's in the regular house. But nevertheless, there are still a lot of things that we took in from this house. And we moved it into the garage. There's a very large TV now in the garage. Very large. There used to be a TV, but not this large. I actually don't know how many feet that TV is. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a good 4 feet across. Yeah. Well, hold on. No, it's more like 6 feet. I think it's a 72-incher. Wait a minute. Is 6 times 12 72? It is 72. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Because 10 times 6 is 60, plus 12 is 72. Yeah, so it's about 72 inches. Maybe 60. I don't know. The point is, it's very large, and but it doesn't work. We haven't figured out how to work it yet. It's a Sharp television. That's the brand of it. It says so in the very middle on the bottom. It's a Sharp television. I don't know what year, but it's very large. But I haven't figured out how to work it yet. There aren't any channels that appear. I tried doing the channel search with the antenna because I got the antenna, and it's not working. So I don't know. Maybe there was a reason why it was just given it to us for free. So I don't know. I think this guy is selling his house, but anyways, yeah. So there's that. There's also like this giant metal drawer, yeah, it's a mess in my garage, and but it's all right, I guess. My mother actually just wants to clean it up, but I also wanted to podcast in my garage. So, you have anything to say about this, Rio? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop licking my wrist. That's weird. Nobody licks wrists. Nobody licks wrists. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop licking my wrist. Stop licking my forearm. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know where your tongue has been recently, but you're very weird. You're a very weird dog. I'm surprised that he hasn't been whining. I think it's because he actually is starting to appreciate the relative warmth of the garage compared to the outside. It started snowing here a few days ago. It's been very nice. I like snow. It hasn't been a lot of snow. It hasn't been too much, but it's just the right amount where there's like a nice good blanket on the ground, but the roads are still drivable. I mean, I have no doubt that there's ice still on the road, and maybe some people have trouble with that. But it's not too bad this time around. It's only December 2nd, but it hasn't been too bad so far. So let's just hope it stays that way, A couple of years ago it got really bad. And incidentally, I told this story about a couple of episodes ago. Not a couple of episodes, but a really long time ago. I think about a year ago is when I told this story about when I crashed my car. And incidentally, that winter when I crashed my car because it was snowing and it was icy, that was not the worst winter that there was. Did you just hear Rio just do a weird howl? I don't know what's going on with him. He's not thirsty. He can't be thirsty because I just offered him a bowl of water and he just completely ignored it. So I don't know. Or maybe he can't see it. I don't fucking know. He's weird. But he's not hungry. He's got food. I think he's just bored. So, the year before I crashed my car, that was the worst winter. Okay? That was the worst winter that I've ever seen. Why? Well, I don't remember. I'm answering questions that aren't even that you're not even probably wondering. I'm just saying a bunch of statements and then saying why after them. I don't know why I keep doing that. But like nobody is wondering any of this right now. Like you, the listener, have zero interest probably. But you know what? I'm still gonna tell the story about the worst winter I've ever experienced. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't remember what time of month or when it time of month. That's funny. Or when it started snowing that year before I crashed my car. But the snow just kept on coming down hard all through January, all through March, and then midway through March. What the hell did I just say? All through January. Come here, Rio. Come here. All through January, all through February, and then midway through March. That was sad, what I just said there. midway through March, all the way to March. I don't know how many other people experienced that. But the snow that year, the year before I crashed my car, okay, it just kept on snowing till March. You know? And that was just, it was bad. It was bad. I've seen snow in March. It snowed before that in March in my area. It was like, but that was just like one day of snow in March. It kept snowing every single goddamn day until like somewhere in the middle of March when it all just died down. That was the worst winter, That was the worst winter, Sometimes it just doesn't even snow in my area at all. Like they're not even an inch of snow or anything. It's just completely dry. Other times it gets crazy. And there's no telling what it'll be like this year, but I hope it does snow, cause what's Christmas and New Year's without snow? But I just hope it doesn't snow that bad. You know what I mean? So anyways, the point of this story is just to prove that global warming is a hoax. So, what have you been doing, listener? What have you been doing? Thanksgiving just passed. I watched football that entire day on Thanksgiving. That's all I ever did. I just watched. I watched, what did I watch? I watched the Lions. I watched the Bills play the Lions. And then the Bills won that one. And then I watched... Who else did I watch? What else was on Thanksgiving? It was the Bills and the Lions. And then I think the Packers. And the Chiefs. I don't know. There were 3 games on Thanksgiving. That was the Thursday night thing. And thank goodness that they brought Thursday night back on network television, because on Amazon it's just, it's not bad on Amazon. It's just I fucking hate Amazon. I don't like that they, got the rights to Thursday Night Football, and there you go. Rio is whining because he also doesn't like Amazon getting Thursday Night Football, and it's also probably because he just wants to go outside. No, Rio, get down, Rio, get down, please, Rio. He climbed up on my couch. My mom doesn't like when that happens. Rio. Hey, can you get down, please? Can you get down, please? Can you get down, please? Can you get down? You're sitting on the cable on my microphone and you're just being a naughty boy. Don't you remember when Thursday Night Football was on Thanksgiving, Rio? Don't you remember who played? Who else played? Didn't the Patriots play the you-know-whats? The team from the Patriots. What are you doing, Rio? You're doing a weird dance. There's this weird dance that my dog does. Or he just like, if I pat his lower back or his butt, not his butt, but like just above the butt, he does this weird dance. I wonder if any other dogs do that. Does this weird dance where he does like a weird variation on twerking, If I just pat his butt a little bit, he does like this weird twerk. But like, I don't know. It's weird. My dog is very feisty right now. He's very fitful, and you're being very rude right now, Rio. You're being very rude. And you can't even remember what who played on Thanksgiving. So I guess. Oh right, the Eagles played the Packers. That's yeah. The Eagles played the Packers. It wasn't the Chiefs. The Eagles played the Packers. The Detroit Lions played the Bills. And fuck, who else? Who else? I feel like the Vikings might have played the fucking I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, I watched all of those 3 games on Thanksgiving. That's all I did. I ate food, of course. My family doesn't do much for Thanksgiving actually. But I ate food. I ate I ate some what did I eat? I ate some tortillas and I ate some tortillas with cheese and meat in it. Can't remember what kind of meat. It was a beef, some sort of beef. It was like a ground beef. And I ate that. Might have eaten beans, and that was it. Oh no, we had a chicken. We had a chicken. So I can't remember. It was a chicken and fucking rice, some sort of white rice. Yeah, I think that might have been it. Something like that. I don't know. And so I ate that. We ate that for dinner, and I just went straight back to watching football because that's what I do now. I watch football. I love watching football. The Seahawks are not doing well right now. They have 6 wins, but they have 4 losses, which, of course, doesn't. That's not the end all be all, but I mean, still, it's like, come on, man. Like we kind of, I expect it to be for them to be 8-0, or not 8-0, but 8-4 right now. Said they're 6. Hold on, not 8-4. I mean 8 and fucking 8 and. Wait a minute. They're 6-5 right now. Oh right, that's right. They're 6-5. My dog is very, very rude right now. I'm gonna tell him to get down. Get down. Get down. There you go. Get down. Being very rude. Look at your balls. No, hey. All right, I'm back, and Rio was a very bad boy. He managed to get his paws on my computer to sabotage my podcast. And he paused the recording. He didn't delete the recording, thankfully. He didn't delete anything. He just paused it. So that's good. He also muted the thing. Stop. Get down. He's trying to do it again. He's putting his paws on the keyboards on my MacBook Pro, and I don't like it. And you're being very rude. You're also being very playful. He's very playful. But he just doesn't understand because he's just a dumb little dog. Okay? What else can I say? He's a dumb little dog who won't stay down. Anyways, I don't want this to turn into the Rio show or anything. I just want to record the podcast. I just want to talk about Thanksgiving. All right, Rio? I want to talk about Thanksgiving. So shut your mouth and stop being rude. You're being very rude. Actually, I'm done talking about Thanksgiving. The point is, I watched football and I ate chicken and fucking beans, tortillas, and fucking I went back to watching more football, and that's what I did. All right, and the Seahawks are currently 6-5 right now. Yeah, because we're headed into week 13, and they've already had a bye week, so they're 6-5. I would have expected them to stay at 8-3 or reach 8-3, but that unfortunately didn't happen. And they're playing the Rams next week, so let's hope that goes well, because I know that the Rams aren't doing so well right now. Okay, I think they're in third place, I think. So we gotta conquer them. Okay, our division opponent, and we got two more games. We got 2 games with the Rams. Okay, you got another game with the 49ers. We're done with the Cardinals, and let's just hope it goes well for us, for Seattle. And yeah, that's what we got here. And now Rio is whining his ass off. Rio, why don't you come here? Why don't you come here? Rio, why don't you come here? Sit. Just sit and stay pretty, okay? Just sit down and let the big boy talk, okay? Let the big boy talk. Right? Why don't you sit there? Why don't you look pretty? Just stay quiet. Just stay quiet while the boy talks, okay? All right. Good. Okay. So, God, you know, my dog makes things so goddamn difficult, okay? So goddamn difficult. All right? And it's just like, yeah, you do. All right? You do. You with your brain and your fucking, I don't know. You and your eyes. And you're just so fucking, you just make it so difficult, and, you know, you just make it, yeah, you're just a little wreck, okay? You're a little rodent. That's what you are, Rio. You're a rat who's lovable and, playful, and you're giving me some good memories, and you're very loyal, but you're just a rat, man. You're a rat. You're just a very lovable, cute rat. Don't get me wrong. You're very lovable. Okay, I love you to death, but you're just a rat. You're a rat. Okay? And you're just, someday you're going to face the consequences for your crimes against me. Okay? Because what you did right now, you sabotaged my podcast. You sabotaged my Did you just yawn? My dog just yawned at my own words, and he's not even looking at me. He's not even. He's facing away towards me. He's facing away towards me because he thinks I'm boring. Just like you think I'm boring, probably, listener. Now he's scratching his ass on the floor. You fucking asshole. Anyways, what else do I talk about here? I mean, it's episode 44. We gotta, it's a double, it's a double, double, it's a double digit episode, but it's also, four. It's two fours, and Rio, you did it again. You did it again, Rio. You did it again. I told you not to climb up on the couch, and you just did it again, didn't you? You did it again. So, what do we get? What do we do now? Because you almost paused the podcast again. You almost did it, and you're being very rude right now. You're being very intrusive, and you're being very, invasive, okay? Intrusive, invasive, war crimes, Hitler, anyone? All right? Do you know Hitler? Were you Hitler's dog? Wait a minute. Were you Hitler's dog in a past life? Rio? Did you stand by his side while he gave the orders to establish Dachau and Auschwitz? Is that what you did, Rio? Is that what you fucking did? Is that what you fucking did? Why are you growling at me? Why are you growling? Why are you growling, Rio? I apologize for this interruption, but it's just, my dog is just he's constantly in demand for attention, and I guess the fact that I do this podcast in front of him, it just makes him restless. He doesn't like it when I don't give him any attention. He's an attention hoe. All right? He's an attention a Doge, okay? That's what he is. That's what he is. And he's just being he's standing up on all fours on my legs, and it's just, why do you do this? Why are you the way that you are? Oh my God. It's just, he can't sit still for more than 5 minutes. He can't sit still. He always has to be, standing and walking or fucking running, and it's just fucking, why don't you chill out? Why don't you chill out? Why are you growling at me? Did you get mad when I not insinuated, but accused you of being Hitler's dog? I don't know if Hitler even had a dog. I suppose he has, but the only reason why I even say that is because Norm Macdonald did a whole comedy bit about Hitler's dog. And, I just assumed that Hitler had a dog based on that bit, because Norm Macdonald said that Hitler had a dog. So, that's the whole, that's what I'm basing it on. And, it's just, he's a very funny man, Norm Macdonald. He's very funny. And I watched his last special, which is, it was very, it's obviously different. I'll have to watch it again, to be honest. I haven't been on Netflix in a long time, but I'll have to watch it again. Um, because that special was really, you know, I don't even have any words to describe that special, to be honest. Because that was just, it was different. It was weird to hear Norm Macdonald speak and not have any laughs in the background. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird because he always had at least one person giggling in the background. You know, if not an entire audience, right? When he did SNL, there was obviously the studio audience in SNL. Whenever he did those weekend updates. And let me move my computer here. And when he did any late night show, there was obviously all of those late night shows that he did with Conan and David Letterman. I think even Craig Ferguson. There were always those studio audiences in those shows laughing it up. Okay? And then whenever he did a special, again, there was the audience laughing it up on the with his jokes, and this time around he did something that no comedian really does, which is perform for nobody. You know what I mean? Like he I think it was literally only his like his production partner that he was performing in front of. I don't know, like that's just that's something that I've never seen before. He just did an entire hour of jokes. And some of them weren't even jokes. They were just like, I think at one point he like talked about his mother, and actually I don't know if this actually did happen, if he said this, but he talked about his mother, and I think he did talk about his mother in a very sincere way, and then went back to making jokes. And that was just so interesting that this would be. I wonder how much of that was planned out beforehand. I'll have to watch it again. It's been I've only watched it once. And that was when the last time I had Netflix, okay? Only watched it the one time, and I'll have to see it again, I suppose. So, I don't know. But it was a very unique special. It's not. I guess it's not really the special that you need to see if you want to like watch it with your family, like if you have a family and you guys want to laugh, you watch Jim Gaffigan, right? That's all. He's family friendly most of the time, historically, throughout his career, you watch that. Or if you're with friends, and you guys want to have a good time and laugh it up, You want to see somebody edgier. You don't really watch that Norm Macdonald special with anybody, really. Like, you kind of just do it with like a reverence in mind of who he was, you know. And man, I would have talked about this special earlier when it came out, like in May. I know I'm doing this fucking 7 months late, but I don't think I would have been able to talk about that special the way I'm talking about it now back then, because it takes time to process something like that for me. So I don't know, man. I need to see it again. I got to see it again, and I will. I will. But for now, it's just if you haven't seen it before, right? If anyone listening to this hasn't seen the special, you can do so on Netflix. It's called Norm Macdonald, Nothing Special. And it's an hour and a half, the whole thing, but he only does jokes for an hour. And then that's followed up by a half hour of, I think, David Letterman, Dave Chappelle, Conan O'Brien, Adam Sandler, David Spade. I forget the woman's name. What was her name? I don't just want to leave out. I don't just want to leave her out. Hold on a minute. Let me look that up. Norm Macdonald. Okay. Let's look this up. We gotta show some love to the ladies, okay? Hold on. It's really hard to perform to fucking Rio, can you get off the piano? Come on. There you go. Good job. It's really hard to work the phone, the smartphone with cold fingers. But Molly Shannon. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Adam Sandler, Molly Shannon, and David Spade. Who is Molly Shannon again? Molly Shannon, a comedian who was a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Okay. So, it's just those people talking about Norm, about the special. I forget what they talked about. Okay. I do remember the story that Dave Chappelle told about Norm and the photo that they took together. But I won't really go too much into that because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. Just go ahead and watch it. I think it was fitting. It wasn't anything crazy from Norm. It was just Norm being Norm, So yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year and a few months since he died. That was just, a shock to everybody. So, but you kind of just, I don't know, adjust to it a little bit, and you know, kind of just remember him for who he was, and the jokes that he told and the way he told them. And that's the thing about Norm is, I I don't want to go too much into this topic, but that's the thing about Norm is you not only get to know him as a comedian and as a you don't, if you're a fan of Norm, I guess, like, I feel like I know him through his comedy style, and I also know him like as a person. That doesn't make sense, but like, this guy doesn't really he just wasn't like other people, I guess. That doesn't make any sense, but so maybe I'll be able to articulate that better next time around. But I just I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I don't know how this conversation with myself led to this topic about Norm, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just because, like, I haven't talked about Norm in a long time since he died, I suppose. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to get that out a little bit. Because it really was a shock when when he passed away. Like, it was a shock to everybody. But well, it happened, and we're here now, and we get to remember him with his specials and all his jokes and his Conan appearances and stuff. So, at least we have those. And at least he was able to make another special, to leave something behind. Just one last thing. And that obviously that's selfish of me as a fan, but at least he was able to do that. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to film it in front of a live audience. That was the original intention, but I guess they couldn't do that because of COVID. So, but at least he was able to say something, right? So, anyways, that's good. That's good. That's great. My dog has just left a blanket of hair on my leg, and that's just something else I gotta deal with later. All right. Anyways, yeah, I think that just about does it for this episode. I didn't mean it to get deep or anything, but here we are. Here we are. I got my dog here. He's finally chillaxed a little bit. He's relaxing on a leather chair that I play piano on. Because I don't have the regular piano bench thingy. I just have a chair, and he's relaxing on it. So I think that's just what he likes to do. He likes seeing you know, he likes to get up high. Don't you, Rio? You like if you could get on that metal drawer that is now in my garage. It's like the same height as me. It's 5 feet tall. If you could get up on top of that, you probably would. But I don't think you're brave enough. I think you're just a little wuss of a dog. But he likes being up high, like a cat. You know, like if he saw that meme of that cat on that telephone pole, and he's saying there, I see no other God up here except me. You know, he'd probably look at that and say, well, if I did that, well, that's cool and all, but he wouldn't call himself a god, would you, Rio? You'd call yourself a fucking bone, because that's just how unintelligent you are. You'd call yourself a bone because you like bones, and because when you hear me say bone, you look at me, you're giving me that look of, well, I know what that is. Are you gonna give that to me? And you're giving me that look. Anytime I say bone, he perks up. He's finally calm. He's calmed down, which is great. And I think, why couldn't you be like this entire episode? First of all, you get up on the couch, okay, on my legs, okay. Actually, you were doing fine. You were doing fine the first few minutes, okay. You were sitting on the ground, just perfectly fine where you were, and then you got restless, and then you all of a sudden you got on my legs. You got up on with your hind legs still on the ground, but you still got up with your forelegs on my legs, okay? And you were just looking around. And then you just decided, "Hey, let's get up. Let's get up on the couch." And then you just you didn't know what to do after that. And so that just got you into a mess. And now you're doing it again. What's wrong with you? Oh my God. It's just, you see what I have to deal with? I mean, I wish I was filming this. And then you'd see what I was dealing with. But you're hearing my words. Granted, it's just my words. My dog can't really defend himself. But it's just my words against his, but still it's like, I'm being interrupted rudely by this canine, who just doesn't really seem to relax a little. He was just relaxing on the leather chair that I play piano on. But now he's just, I don't know. I guess he sensed that I was just launching a tirade against him verbally, and now he's attempting to thwart it, but he's doing a really bad job, because now he's just sitting on my lap, okay? And that's not really doing anything. That's not really stopping me. The only way that you could thwart me, talking about you to the rest of the world is to pause my podcast, which you did once, and you almost did it again, but I stopped you. And that's the only way you've been able to do that. And now I've moved my computer away. And so now you're not able to reach it. And so now you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, and now you're licking your balls. You're licking your balls. You're licking your balls like a homeless, probably not a homeless person, but maybe a homeless dog, probably. Your equivalent of a homeless life, soul, being. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope it was satisfactory. The bus for the elementary school kids has arrived. Christmas break is not yet realized. Has not yet come, but it is a Friday. I will have this episode up by midnight tonight. Hopefully. So hopefully that's up by then. This is what I'll be doing this entire day. I'll be editing and uploading this podcast because it just takes so fucking long to. Well, I won't be editing too much of it because I want this to be uncut, mostly. But since my computer is so slow, it'll take a long time to upload, and then you gotta upload the whole audio on Anchor, and then you gotta upload the fucking audio on iMovie, and then you gotta do the iMovie for the YouTube, and then you gotta do the video for the YouTube, and that takes a long time, and it's just, it takes a long time. It takes a really long time. So, but anyways, that's what I'll be doing today. Again, my dog is messing on the piano. You can't replace the cat playing the piano. That famous cat meme of the cat playing the piano. You can't do that. You're not a cat. You're a dog. You're my dog. Do you have anything to say, Rio? You have anything to say? Anything to say for yourself right now? You can defend yourself. Defend yourself against my I don't know, my tirade against you. Defend yourself. Okay, you attempted to bite the microphone, and your tooth hit the microphone, you disgusting animal. That'll be it for this podcast. Let me pull up the language list here. Let me pull up the language list. I can't remember what language I did last time, but let me pull it up. All right. What the fuck did I do? What did I do last time? Okay, I know what I did last time. I hope. I think I did. I think I know what I did last time. So yeah. Okay. So this is episode 44 of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. And as the Japanese say, sayonara. Sayonara.